Hey everyone, welcome to the Ask Bess video show here every Saturday and Sunday at noon Eastern Time, coming to you to answer questions. Today I have a New Year's gift for you, and I'll get into that in just a moment. Just wanted to introduce myself. I am Bess McCarty, coach for network marketers, business, and life, also called the Shrink of MLM. And I come to you every Saturday and Sunday at noon Eastern Time to offer you a place, to be with you, to hear you, to offer a place where you can ask questions about business, life, network marketing, job, career, families, relationships, health, weight loss, even spiritual fulfillment, spiritual issues. So been a body-mind, because I've been a body-mind therapist for over 30 years, and holistic health practitioner. Have helped hundreds and hundreds of people to break through blocks, to have a better life, to be happier in all these areas of our life, health, wealth, and love. So that's why I am here, and welcome, Ty. Glad to see you. Welcome. I am here to let you know that everybody goes through problems. I hear you. You're not alone. You don't have to do this alone. You're bigger than any problem before you. And I have tools to help with my 4-step methods, real conversations, which I'll share in a few minutes too. Going to invite some people here. And Shamala, David, Brandy. So how is the New Year's going for everybody? Going to just invite Becky, Tom, Marina, David, Sherry, Joyce. Invite everybody to hop on, because the topic today not only is a New Year gift for you, but also would like to give network marketers a tip and sort of report of a video that Eric Worre did a couple of days ago that I think is very, very important, and I sort of have some summary and comments and tips about that. So I want to share about that and invite you to consider doing a challenge for your business. A lot of network marketers watch this show, so it's not just for network marketers, but I wanted to, while I'm inviting people here, just wanted to give the principles that I'm going to be presenting in this video about doing a challenge, the advantages to doing a challenge, how to do a challenge, why this is the best time of year to do one, and the tools that you have at your disposal. I can give you some free tools, free tips, how to do a challenge, and how do you know when it's right to hire a coach for your business or to do a challenge. So let's see, I think we're just about done inviting people. I want to get back to the show here and back to you guys here. Okay, so how and when to do a challenge. First of all, the free gift that I want to offer you, the free New Year's gift I want to offer you, is a complimentary coaching session for those who are thinking of doing a challenge or thinking of having a coach. And so we can cover in that session any questions you might have about that. Also, we will look at where you are, where you're going, what's in your way, what could stop you, and how to overcome that. So that's what we do in our 30-minute complimentary coaching session. And of course, you can ask any questions about coaching or doing a challenge or anything like that. So I'm offering this for serious. Of course, I can't handle hundreds of people, but this is for serious network marketers only. And what you can do is private Facebook message me a message, and we can set up a time to do this for you. So that is my New Year's gift for serious network marketers only. And now I would like to share with you sort of a review of a very important video that Eric Worre made for network marketers a couple of days ago, and it's about doing a challenge. I always love when he teaches that success loves speed, and nobody is served by any of us playing small. We can do better, right? We can all do better than we did last year. Let's take stock of what happened, what we did last year, and what we can do better this year. I know I am. My goal is to help 10 times as many network marketers this year as last year. So that is what excites me, because I love you guys, because I think this is the best business in the world. And I think this is because it's the best chance for people to have a better life. It's not going to be get a second job, get a franchise, get a third, fourth job. Not going to be the stock market or real estate necessarily, but how to have a better life in this economy right from where you are. I believe it's network marketing. For most people, that is the answer, the best answer for them. So that is why I have niched to help network marketers in my coaching practice over the last 30 years. And I was a full-time network marketer for years, so I do know what it takes. And I wanted to bring my body-mind therapy experience to network marketers because you guys are my heroes. I have been one full-time. I love you guys. I know that you face yourself every day with personal growth, and that is my specialty. I help people to break through blocks. I also love supporting network marketing women through the unique challenges that we go through. So, okay, Eric's video about how to recruit 20 people in 30 days. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You do 10 presentations a day for 10 days, and then follow up with them, and then train them. And then you can offer to work with your team to do the same thing. This takes a little bit of preparation. But first of all, why do you want to do one? Well, all top earners in network marketing have done at least one challenge, sometimes one a year. And it's an intense time where for 30, 60, or 90 days, you give this your complete attention. You have to set your schedule up for that. You have to delegate, negotiate with your family, delegate, clear your schedule, pick the best time and all that. But the New Year's is the best time that I know to do. It's the perfect time to do a challenge because there's just a little lull before spring break, or the kids are out from school, before summer distracts us, before the back to school, and then the holidays and so on. But there's this lovely time, a few months here, where we have this lovely time to be able to do a challenge. And also with income tax returns coming up, a lot of people have the money to start a business, but also New Year's is the time when the people that you prospect about having a better life for themselves and having a business of their own, this is the perfect time to do one. The New Year's, the holidays are past, they're resting, they're thinking about New Year's goals and everything. So welcome, Rodney. How are you? Aw, well, thank you. Robbie Jones is a friend and a very spiritual person, incredible, famous musician. You may want to follow him for the beauty on his page and in his music and in his wise words. So thank you, Rodney. I always appreciate when a fellow spiritual traveler jumps on with me here. And what I'm speaking about today, Rodney, is doing a challenge, giving whatever work you're in, specifically for network marketers, but it could apply to all work that we do. Giving it a boost for the new years, deciding what we want for this year that's going to be better than last year, and giving it our focused attention. Pick something that is doable as a goal, but then give it our focused attention going forward. And specifically, I am talking about a challenge, a prospecting challenge for New Year's for network marketers. And welcome, Thomas. Thank you. Always aim to help people, don't we, Rodney? That's our goal. How can I help the next person have a better life? And so that's what I dedicate my life to, and that's what Rodney does too. So going back to the challenge, why do a network marketing challenge? Eric tells the story in his little video about getting an airplane off the ground. If we just taxi around on the ground, it's never going to give the boost that it needs to get off and to let your business take off. Success loves speed because speed is attractive. Getting results fast, doing things in a compacted, focused amount of time builds that momentum. Momentum attracts. People like that. They like seeing you as a network marketing leader. They like seeing you be active and out there talking to people, bringing the opportunity to new people all the time. Then they like joining forces with you because you're in motion and it's exciting and it's changing lives. And then they like getting to know the other people who are coming in with you, and they inspire each other. Versus if you do it slow over 1 to 3 years, the people feel alone because their class is empty. It happens so slowly, but when you put them all together, that synergy happens. You know that if you go out to lunch with yourself, it's very low energy. But if you go out to lunch with 2, 3, 4, 5 people and discuss your business, and they begin to share stories back and forth, that synergy happens. And they begin to learn from each other and get inspired by each other. Sometimes even get a little healthy competition going on, a little peer competition. So all of that creates the synergy of the gathering all the people into the same room, meaning into the same month, and sometimes actually into the same physical room where they can meet each other and be students in this class of growing their network marketing businesses. So that's why success loves speed, and it loves numbers too. It loves getting people together. Hello, Jim. How are you? And boats are safe in the dock. Boats are meant to sail out into the sea. And that's the only way we're happy, isn't it? We're not too happy if we're stagnant. It's okay to rest a little while or shore up supplies for the journey and all that stuff, but we're really happy when we are having adventures. Adventure movies are real popular, aren't they? But a lot of people might be more happy to watch than do. But just try doing. Boy, putting yourself on the line, putting ourselves out there. And yeah, stuff happens. Stormy seas happen and rough winds, and sometimes lives are lost. Sometimes our ego is lost. What gets lost when we go through an adventure? The parts that we don't need. When we go through an adventure in life or a challenge, yes, some things are going to be lost. Like some things are going to come up to let go of, right? Like impatience or discouragement, doubts, interruptions, distractions, all of these things. Jealous people can pull us away from our goals. All of these things can come up. And it happens to be that my specialty is helping people through the blocks, because guaranteed when you set out a goal or sail your boat onto the seas or commit to do a challenge in your life, like with network marketing or anything else, you're going to run into blocks. Unexpected. You expect the unexpected. It always does during a challenge. And so that is why I love helping network marketers through challenges. Been doing it now for 4 years. I have a state-of-the-art, refined way to help network marketers through their challenges. Talked with one 6-figure earner at one of Eric Worre's GoPro events. She just finished a 90-day challenge, and I said, "How did you do?" And she said, "Good." I said, "Could you have done better with a coach?" She said, "Undoubtedly." So if you're gonna do a challenge, make it the most so that you can get the best return on your investment if you're going to do a challenge. And I'm going to talk about that in just a little bit, how to do that. But wanted to share again why do a challenge, because success loves speed. And he was showing again on this video that he spoke again, as he has a few years back, about the difference between recruiting 20 people in 30 days versus longer time, like 6, 12, or even 30 months. And the results, you guys, are just about double. Double the people that are going to do something right away, and about 12 people of the 20 that you recruit are going to do anything. You just got to count on that attrition, right? But if you do it slowly, about 8. And within 30 days, when you recruit 20 in 30 days, people are still going to be active after about 70 days, or about 8, but if you do it slowly, about 4. And if you recruit 20 in 30 days, the people are still going to be active after about a year, going to be about 4. Don't be discouraged, because life is just weeding them out, and those are the 4 good ones. But when you do it slowly, about 1. And when you recruit 20 in 30 days, the people are still active after about 5 years, are 2. But when you do it slowly, it's usually none. Right? Because that momentum isn't there, that help and that synergy isn't there. So that is why to do it fast. Welcome, Max. Good to see you. Talking about challenges. So if you're going to set yourself up for a challenge, if you're deciding to do a Recruit 20 in 30 days, I have some tips for you on a link that I will post below. But here's some quick ones. Pick a time in your schedule, 30 days, when you will have the least distractions. Not family events or weddings or anything that can pull you away. And then see how you can clear that even more. Move things out and say, prepare your family, prepare people, and say, I'm going to be doing a challenge. I'm just going to dive in. I'm going to pretend I'm out of the country for 30 days here. Going to give it my all out. I'm doing a marathon. If you could explain it that way to them. And then negotiate, so prepare your family. I won't be able to attend this or that. And then negotiate with your loved ones or the people that this matters to, or that this concerns, and see, well, what of my chores, my usual duties, can we let go of for this time? What can be delegated? What can be outsourced? Get a maid, get a cook during this time, someone to do the laundry and the shopping and all that stuff. Just let that all be taken care of for you, because you may be working a full-time job while you're doing the challenge on the evenings and weekends. Or if you're not, you may want to still give it, your whole day, all of your energy. You can explain to your family this is going to be giving up this time, whether it's 30, 60, or 90 days, so that we can buy a house, have a vacation, send the kids to college, let mom be a stay-at-home mom, retire the husband. So we can do all these things. We can have a better life for ourselves. And the kids can understand that, especially if there's going to be a reward at the end, like going to Disneyland or something like that. Hello, Mark. Welcome. Hi, Jeff. How are you? Talking about challenges, and also why to have a coach. Why to have a coach during a challenge? Because you will go faster, easier, better, and farther. To take care of the blocks that come up that you run into. I've been doing challenges, helping network marketers through challenges in very refined, specific ways for 4 years. I've helped over many hundreds of people break through their blocks. So the way that I like to help a network marketer prepare for a challenge is we take the month beforehand and we upgrade all of your skills, including your prospecting skills, but also your mindset. We look and see, is there any blocks? What's kept you at a certain level last year? What beliefs, what that you no longer need, what fears that you have that have held you back to a certain level last year, and we remove that so that you can go to the next level. With my 30 years background as a body-mind therapist and holistic health practitioner and inner child therapist, I apply all these tools to help people to break through blocks real fast, especially with my Real Conversations method, 4-step method. We can get to problem solution real fast just by discovering the need that is behind, the hidden need, often hidden behind any block that you run into. You don't need to do this process if you don't have a block, but if you do run into a block, and believe me, all network marketers do run into them as they're doing their challenge. They get discouraged, they get burned out, they get overwhelmed, they get feedback from their family. They get sick, their child gets sick, their mother needs something. They always run into the challenges. So what I do is I'm on hand for the ones that ask me to support them, to help them through the blocks as they come up. So we work through them real fast, usually within minutes, so they can get back in the saddle and not lose a day or a week of their precious challenge time. So this equates to a lot of money, especially down the road. Sometimes the money from doing a challenge comes to you down the road. But Eric was saying in the video, this is my report of his talk, but he was saying, how do you figure out how much you make during a challenge? Well, just multiply how much money you get paid by your company for recruiting a person up front, multiply that by 20, and then add in any other bonuses that are given to you for that. Add in the customers that you prospect to but are not ready to do a business but are ready to become a customer of yours. multiply that by 12 months so that you can look and see over the year how much you're going to be making. And then figure how much you figure this is going to bring you over the course of a lifetime. Don't forget to add in any rank advancing. How will that increase your checks, your monthly checks? And remember to add in that your team is going to be more productive when they see you active in your role model. So they're going to increase their volume and their action. Maybe you can even help them do a 30-day challenge too. Besides, when you do this, you're going to be posting about it daily. You could create a Facebook group where they could watch it, but you could post it on your Facebook group, what you're doing every day, the results you're getting, the number of new presentations that you're doing. Very inspirational. And any stories that come up, you can have calls, weekly or daily calls, so your team can get on and hear what you're doing and ask questions, get inspired by you, or consider doing their own. Your team will want to take action when they see you do this, and all of this adds up to more profits for you. So again, the profits might come within the month, but they're going to keep coming in later and later and later. A couple of network marketers that I've helped had a goal of jumping a rank during their 60-day challenge. They each jumped 2. And it was Jacob Rakowski that said, he had been wanting to break into 6 figures for a long time, but he came to me and asked my support for doing a challenge. We did a bunch of mindset clearing, even though he is like a personal growth king and he'd done so much already, but we upgraded his mindset. We worked a bunch to prepare him to do his challenge. And then he jumped into 6 figures. And it's still coming back into his life. You can follow him. He's a very inspirational person. He just got married and had a baby, and that was one of his goals back then, to let his business prepare him so that he could be really present as a mate and a father rather than having to go to work. And he's able to do that now. And he's traveled a lot too, so he's really achieved the life of his dreams from doing his network marketing business, and specifically taking a big leap when we worked together to do his challenge. And this has been repeated with other people that I've worked with. So that is why to do a challenge, because it makes a lot of financial sense to do one. How can you, if you're a serious network marketer, how can you not afford to do a challenge? You can't. You will not be a top earner. And Eric says that it's only 2% of network marketers that recruit more than 10 people ever. Isn't that astounding? That's astounding to me. And the average of all those 2%, the average of them all is that they recruit 27 people in their lifetime. Therefore, when you do a challenge like this, it is the quickest way to get you into that 2%, to get you serious about network marketing, to get your family believing you and you saying, I'm going to build this business, to get noticed by your company. One fellow that I work with, James O'Connell, his company said, what got into you? And he said, it's my time. So he was asked to speak and train and everything. And what he did is, even after his challenge, James kept doing 5 presentations a day, and that made a huge difference. He became visible. He became well known in his company. But best of all was all the people that he helped and the income that he made as a result of that. So that is why to do a challenge. I've talked about why this is the best time to do a challenge. And I've offered you a free gift of a complimentary coaching session for those who are serious about their business, who are considering doing a challenge or considering hiring a coach. And during that coaching, just private message me if you would like the session. During the session, we will see where you want to go, what's in your way, and how to overcome that. And see if a challenge is right for you at this time, or if coaching is right for you at this time. So welcome, Helly. How are you? Good to see you. So here's a couple questions people have had about how do you know when you can afford a coach, when it makes sense to hire a coach. Now I have a lot of free tools. I'll post them on the link below so that you can get yourself going on a challenge. Now if you're thinking of hiring a coach and you wonder, like for example, when is a good time to when does it make financial sense to hire a coach? Well, I was messaging with Jeffrey David Gamble last night, and he said, every company's comp plan is so different that it's not really how many people you have in your team, but your work ethic. What is your work ethic like weekly? In other words, how many presentations to new people do you present to weekly, or are you willing to? Because you don't want to spend money on a coach and then not put it into action. You need that money to come back many times. A coach is an investment. It's not an expense. It is a business deduction for sure, but it should not be a business expense. It should be a business investment. So you want that to come back. The average return on investment for executive coaching, according to research done, is 7 times. That people spend money on a coach and they get 7 times that money back. So that is the average. That is the average. And I can say that the people that have worked with me, I believe, could vouch for that. I've had that experiences too. So welcome, Karen. Glad to see you. So how to figure if it makes sense to afford a coach is if you have a fairly good sized team, your income is, you can hire a coach at any time, I'll say that, but it will come back quicker to you if these things are in place. Your investment that you spend on a coach will come back quicker to you if these things are in place. That is, if you are a 6-figure earner or nearly a 6-figure earner, if you have a pretty large team, the larger your team, the greater that your experience in network marketing, the greater your work ethic weekly, and the higher your rank, all add up to your money that you spend for coaching coming as an investment will return to you quicker. It will return to you, but it may take longer over time, months or years. But if you have these things in place, the more of these that you have in place, the greater, then the faster that you return, the faster you get a return on your investment as a coach. Remember, it is tax deductible too. So, does this cover the free New Year's gift? The why do a challenge? Why this is the best time to do a challenge? How to know if a coach makes financial sense to do a challenge? If you are thinking of doing a challenge yourself, please type in yes. If you've ever done one, please type in I've done one. And then I'd like to hear your result with that, how that was for you. The fact is that 90% of people who do challenges don't finish them because they run into those blocks that I just mentioned. And that is why it makes so much sense to have a coach. If you're going to do one, get the support, get the help to have your greatest return of your investment of your time and energy that you put into it. So you can make a difference in the world. So you can have a better life for yourself and your family and make a difference in the world. So hey everybody, good to see you. If you're watching the replay, please type in replay because I'd like to thank you for that. And wishing everyone a very happy new year, which I forgot to mention in the beginning. I would like to share with you very quickly my 4 steps real conversations method for breaking through blocks. This is how I help network marketers when they're going through a challenge. And let's say they run into discouragement about getting no's and say, oh, this isn't working, all of my time and effort that I'm putting into it isn't working. Well, the need underneath that might be the vision. Keep your eye on the vision because failure is what we see when we take our eyes off the goal. So the coach might help you with that need by telling you stories. This is what I do. I tell people stories of other people who have made it, who've been in their exact same position and what happened to them when they kept going with the right tools. So every problem is a sign of an unmet need. My hack, my quick fix for that is to find the need underneath that block, that discouragement, and then solve that in a good way. Every problem is a sign of an unmet need. So some people might say, well, my methods just aren't working. I'm not getting the 20 recruits in 30 days. Then the need might be better skills. And Jeffrey David Gamble has evolved a method we call the favor script with the 10-minute presentation that I have found the very, very best, gets the best results of any prospecting method I've ever seen in network marketing. In fact, he and I teach in our school, the MLM Millionaire Academy. And this is a method that I recommend that you use if you're thinking of doing a challenge or building a network marketing business in any way. So that is part of the training that I give people to upgrade their skills before they do their challenge. We upgrade skills, we upgrade mindset, set out your strategy, and then it's foolproof from there. So finding the right client, not just the right customer, the right client, not the right customer. So thank you, Jim. Jim is a friend and member in the school, and a wonderful person to follow on Facebook as well. So thank you each for being here. I will post the links about some tips for challenges, and feel free to private message me if you would like a complimentary coaching session to answer questions about doing a challenge coaching for serious network marketers only. Serious network marketers only. So we'll be glad to get that going for you. Everyone take care, and I'm here for the Ask Bess show every Saturday and Sunday at noon Eastern Time. Tomorrow I'm going to be covering how to ask the right question in life to get help, to move ahead, to solve problems, how to ask the right question and have the right attitude in life. This is a little personal growth mindset checklist that can make a day and night difference in your life and in your business. So tomorrow for the Ask Bess show, come back and see me again tomorrow. Everyone take care. Bye-bye.